Everyone. Hello, Sue, Eva, Justin. Hope everyone is doing well. Getting ready for our Florida trip here. All right. It's a little laggy. I apologize. We got a lot of stuff going on here. We're packing everything up, testing all the camera equipment, making sure that everything is ready to go for our Florida trip. Should be pretty awesome. Let's see. Are we in here? Make sure we're working. Everything look good? All right, Crown Apple Kid, hello. Just get everything working here on my end. Huh. Hope everybody's got their coffee ready. Mid-afternoon, you don't need coffee yet. I, however, have been up since like 4:30 this morning. All right, hello, Ken. Bring on the chat. We're not on vacation yet. We leave at about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've had videos going. I have a whole list of videos that are going to be coming out all the way up through Saturday. Tomorrow, we visit Sam's Club. A lot of shelf-stable items, a lot of things that people have been asking me to go over. We go over a lot of those items at Sam's Club. See some significant price increases, but at the same time, a lot of the prices are still the same. Some of the stuff that we saw in the last video a couple weeks ago that were gone, some of it's coming back, but not a significant amount. And then I actually go to Walgreens and CVS back to back. I went to CVS. A lot of people have been wanting me to check it out. I've never gone to CVS before, at least to do a video. Prices are ridiculous in there. And Walgreens, but at least Walgreens, you get a little bit of a discount. I mean, I'm sure you do at CVS too, but I don't know. Some of the prices there were insane. And then Saturday, I actually go over a preview ad of the Kroger. So some of the Kroger sales. I actually do a Kroger video, not at Kroger, but I thought it was kind of fun, and I want to talk about that here in just a minute. Hello, Effie. Hey, Sue. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Eva. Yeah, a little easier for you. Yeah, so I was basically sitting around. Jess, we're packing basically, but I have a little bit of time to kill here. We do have to try and get to sleep by like 8 o'clock, which is going to be tough because we have to drive to the airport. We have to leave here by 2:30 in the morning. You have to get to the airport an hour and a half, 2 hours ahead of time, and yeah, should be pretty crazy. But we'll be in Florida by 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning, so that'll be nice. Hello, Janet. Hello, Cindy Lou. If you guys hear a noise in the background, that's my fan. I have to have it on. Our air doesn't work so well when I have this door closed. But if I don't have the door closed, then the noise just sounds terrible. Hello, Ian from the UK. Hey, Cynthia. How are you? Going to the Smoky Mountains. All right. Have fun. You know, we love the Smokies. Hello, Diane from Indian Lakes in Ohio. That's awesome. My grandpa used to have some property up near Indian Lakes. I think he still might. It might be handed down to my family. I'll have to check on that one. Oh, were you, Erica? Sorry to interrupt. You can go back to that after this. I don't know how long we'll be on. Like I said, I'm just kind of pressing some time here. Wanting to hang out, just chat for a little while. Not going to be able to do a live show this weekend. So, you know, wanted to get on here, see how everybody was doing. Hello, Deborah. Hey, Heather. Thank you very much for the chicken rack. I just got that today. I went to check I only go to the post office, the P.O. box, every like few days. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Thank you very much for that. That will definitely help with the chicken cooking. Hello, Paul. Hello, Kevin. Hit that like button. Thank you. Yes, all the likes, the thumbs up apparently is like, I don't want to say it's the new thing on YouTube, but they're really pressing people, like all of your viewers, to hit the thumbs up button. Because the likes is like the biggest thing in the algorithm. Comments are too, but even for people who don't like to comment, they say it's just easier to hit the like button. And the more likes you get, the more the videos spread out all around the world, not just the country. Had some questions on that. Hello, Judy. How are you? Sky Blue, hello to you. Stephanie says, hey, Danno, I was wondering how much potentially beef can go up per pound. There's no limit. I really don't know. I really don't know. The last I saw the last couple stores I saw that were like $11.99 a pound for ribeyes. I always mention ribeyes because they're usually the in-between. It's usually good quality. I don't want to say wherever you go, but that's kind of the medium. But I've been seeing them go up to $13.99 a pound. One place had it $13.99 a pound on sale. Now, I don't know if it just said sale and that was the regular price, but way too much. New food taxes in the UK from next year. Oh, that stinks, Paul. Captain Joe, just back from Lake Erie walleye fishing. Well, I hope you caught some. That's a good place for walleye for sure. Lake Erie. Hello, Krusty. I haven't really paid too much attention, but I'll keep an eye out for it. Hello, Kim from the Panhandle. We'll be flying over the Panhandle here in a few hours. Well, Judy, I'm trying to get used to, because we have to get up so early tomorrow, so I'm trying to wear myself out until like 7 or 8 o'clock tonight so I can fall asleep. Tina. Hello, Tina. Sunshine and beautiful out in Washington. That is awesome. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. It's a little warm. Thank you, Otter Pride. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you. We sure will. And we're going to be filming as much as we can. We're not going to do like a ton. I might have like some small clips, like maybe some smaller videos that I might put out. Now, the Florida trip videos will not start coming out until Sunday. So I have videos backed up all the way through Saturday, and they'll all come out at 8:30 in the morning. I already have them set up. I already did them ahead of time. Some of them are pretty interesting. I kind of looked from a different view on some things. A lot of things that people have been talking about, some of these stores and stuff. And I'm a little confused with CVS because we have a lot of viewers on here. I know one of our longtime viewers shops at CVS all the time. I don't know if the prices are the same there, if you're just getting deals, or you build up the CVS bucks, like the point system that they have. Because to me, it's completely unaffordable. Everything in there is silly overpriced. Even the sales. Some of the sales are even double what they are at Kroger. I think I even say at one point, like, Kroger don't look so bad anymore. But yeah, it's just check out the video. I will try to respond to some comments, in the morning time before we go out for the day. But going to focus on a lot of videos in Florida. We will not be doing any grocery videos in Florida while we're down there. We're just going to kind of film our vacation, take you guys along with us so you guys can experience and have some of the fun as well. We are going to Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. That should be fun. They have a lot of different flowers and topiaries and different foods from around the world. So we're going to be testing all these things to make sure they're up to the Danno par level of food here. What I like about it is that it's not overly expensive. You get tastings. You don't get much, but you get tastings of everything. So it's like you could literally walk around the World Showcase at Epcot and taste all the different foods and not really spend a lot of money. I'd like to video all of that. We've done that before, more at the Food and Wine Festival, But we're excited to do the flower and garden, more spring type, um, like different salad. I don't really know. I don't really know. It'll be new to all of us. Sorry if I missed a couple comments here. I do have to keep up in real time. Let's see. Hello, Festered. Hello, Crystal. Nocturna, hello to you. Hello, Gail. Hello, Lorraine. Thank you very much, Lorraine. Appreciate that. There is this heart button down here. There's that little heart button. I guess if you press that, you can pick between a like, a heart, laughing, all the stuff that Facebook has. I feel like YouTube just put that there because it's, let's see if I can do it. Oh, there we go, yeah. I just gave myself a heart. Oh, thanks again, Otter. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't want to bother my family with rides to the airport because our flight leaves at 5:30 in the morning, and I didn't want, my mom and Jessica's dad, they offered to take us there and pick us up, but it's just, it's $9 a day. We're only going to be gone for a few days. Just going to park the car out there. I think that's easiest on everybody, and they have a nice parking lot that is patrolled by airport police, so I feel safe with that. Yes, Carol. Yeah, we love Epcot's probably our favorite area on Earth. I love that place. So I'm gonna try and capture a video of it. There's one of my favorite rides there it's called Living with the Land. Guys, I'll tell you what, I know I've talked about this on the channel before, but it is just amazing. If I had a lot of money, I would build something like this. It is like a complete aqua garden. It's like, what do they call that? Aqua garden, like hydroponic. They grow everything inside this giant. They reuse the water. Everything is like eco-friendly. The way they grow the plants and everything. And a lot of the foods, a lot of the different like peppers, greens, different vegetables and fruits, they actually use in the Flower and Garden Festival. So we'll get to taste some of those fruits and vegetables. I'm pretty excited about that. Tina says, what stuff are we going to do on our trip? All kinds of stuff. But, we're also meeting up with Jessica's family, so we're going to be doing a lot with them, too. But they're coming up to Disney World also. So I think we're going to Epcot either Thursday or Friday. Good afternoon, Judy. Yes, Dana, yeah, you should go back. It is an amazing place. Now, I will say I am a huge fan of the Food and Wine Festival. From what I've seen, we've kind of done we've been watching some YouTube videos on it. But I try not to watch too much because I kind of want to be surprised. I still like to be, I know in a world where everybody loves spoilers and everything, I guess I'm one of the only ones that likes to be surprised anymore. So once they start going into the food and all that, I try not to look too much. But from what I did see, it does look like maybe the Food and Wine Festival in the fall may be a little bit better. But I don't know. It's kind of all new to us, so. Yes, Philip. Yes, thumbs up. I always say like and do this at the same time. Otter Pride says, stopped this morning at Fry's, Kroger's in Arizona, and stocked up on canned tomatoes while they are still on sale for $1. Surprised to hear they're actually $1 out in Arizona. That's good to hear, because, boy, we've gotten a lot of viewers from Arizona on prices just getting completely unaffordable. I mean, it's just insane. Residing in the in-between says, wow, I just paid $28 per day to park at the Nashville at the airport. Okay, so if you park in the garage, yes, it is expensive. Cincinnati Airport has two value, I guess that's what they're called, like long-term parking that are a little bit away from the airport, but they have shuttles that are constantly running through. I don't know if Nashville has that same thing, but if you park at Cincinnati Airport inside the garage, yeah, it's like 20, I don't know, like 22, $23 a day. I mean, that's ridiculous. And you would have to walk all the way. The shuttle takes you right to the front gate. So you don't have to walk through the garage, because I've parked in that garage before just to like pick up family and stuff, and it's like you never get close to the gate. Like there'll be 1,000 cars, you'll have to walk. So I mean it kind of works out, I guess. Excuse me. James says hello from Fort Myers, Florida. Hello to you. Cynthia says found a great local farmer to buy produce from, and they sell soaps and granola. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we need to shop at our farmers markets, guys. I mean, we have stands that are up all over here from Bullwinkle Farms. I should probably someday maybe do a video, I'd have to ask them maybe if they want to get like interviewed and stuff. But I mean, they have stands up everywhere, and I'll buy these tomatoes. I mean, they're huge tomatoes and they're delicious. I just finished one. I should have put that in the video. I don't know why I didn't. Thank you, Gail. Crystal says you guys should get eggs at Walmart. They're back to being $1.38. That's awesome. They're $1.24 at ours. $1.54 for 18. I usually get 18. I eat a lot of eggs, so I mean we use eggs for everything. Baking. I mean everything. Everything you use eggs for, we use them up. I eat them for breakfast. Jessica will hard boil them and we'll make like egg salad, or she puts egg in like with her macaroni salad that she makes. That's rare. I've never seen anybody do egg in their macaroni salad, but she does, and it's delicious. One of these times when she makes it, I'll do like a video, maybe throw it at the end of a video. Carol says, over 40 years since you were at Epcot. I guess you're about due then. Paul says, Spider-Man at Universal Studios was great. One of my favorite rides. I like that one and Transformers. I know they're pretty similar. I love them both. Awesome. I know everybody always says like, oh, all these 3D rides. yeah, they're cool. I love them. Crystal says that's the store brand of eggs. Yes. Hello, Becky. Becky says that's my favorite also, Danno. Yes, the restaurants use the food from that area. It's great. It's great. The ride, it gives you you get all the smells, all the fresh herbs, and just you're on this boat. It's like it doesn't move fast at all. It just kind of floats like a boat ride, and you go through like different areas where they talk about how we live on the land. We need to do more things to live on the land. They talk about taking away pesticides and using bugs in areas for plants and vegetables to keep other bugs out to help pollinate different flowers, or to help keep other types of insects off of plants that are harmful to the plants, by using those type of insects to keep them off. And they go through all this stuff, and then at the end, or toward the end, you go through their entire greenhouse. And I mean, it's a greenhouse like you've never seen before. I mean, it's just insane. They have like fish farms where they're breeding fish, tilapia, catfish, bass, hybrid bass. I mean, it's neat. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. But I probably won't be able to film the whole ride. There's a lot of copyright music on it, but I'll get what I can on it. We'll at least be able to look at all the fruits and vegetables and that stuff. And I dream of building this myself someday. I mean, it would be so awesome. I don't know how much money that costs them to do that, but I'm sure it's in the millions. Hello, Banana. James says, Danno, I was at Epcot at the grand opening and met Michael Jackson. That is awesome. That's really cool. Janine, hello. Judy says, Dana, what's going on with the water there? Are the people able to drink it since the train derailed? Everybody's been told that it's fine. That it's fine. Who knows if it is? You know, there hasn't been nothing else on it. No, I've even tried. The other day, was it you who mentioned this in the live show? Somebody was talking about it, and I've done research. Like I said, I have a buddy that works at Cincinnati Waterworks, and he's kind of a head guy there, and the water's fine in Cincinnati. Outside of Cincinnati, haven't heard nothing. Done research, can't find anything on it. It's gone. They took it away. I mean, you can find some videos, you know, of people who are still living up there, whatever few there are. I know I would have gotten out of there. I'd have been, well, I'm gone. I know everybody can't do that, but I don't know. Whitney says, hello from workstation. From your workstation. Well, hello to you. Thank you for joining us. Karen says, wishing you and Jess a safe and fun trip. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can't really read this, but it says, greetings from the New Jersey shore. Greetings. Your profile name looks like a butterfly. Tina says, our farmers markets are just revving up here at Lake Sheelan. Love to support the local farmers. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, for the prices that we're paying in the stores anyway, I know, because a lot of people always say, well, it's too expensive. It's real expensive. Well, you know, not much more than what you're going to be paying at Kroger or anywhere else for that matter. And you know it's going to be good. I bought a couple tomatoes. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks, maybe a month. I bought a couple tomatoes from Kroger, and they were terrible. Terrible. Real tough, like they'd been sitting for months. I don't even know. They looked good, though. That's what I don't get. All them fancy paints they're putting on them, I guess. Castle Circle, hello. Good afternoon. Cynthia says hello. Hello to you again. 112, hello. Hi, guys. I thought Danno and Jess would be in Florida now. What did I miss? Absolutely nothing. We leave in the morning. We're leaving at about 2:30 in the morning, maybe a little earlier. And we'll be gone. Like, I have videos that are coming out all the way through Saturday, and then our first video from Florida will most likely be on Sunday. And then we'll be back to the regular schedule next week. Tina says, cherries will be ripe here in a few weeks. Yum. You know, I've actually, somebody had told me, somebody that worked at Kroger, and I won't say which one or anything like that, but a guy had told me that if I got any of the cherries to let them sit for a couple weeks before I ate them. And I started thinking about that. I'm like, what are these, just fresh picked? But yeah, I've been hearing more and more people say that you should let them ripen up for a while, and it's like, maybe they should sell the ones that are ripe already, you know. Castle says, Danno, do a video from World of Disney while you're downtown. It will always be downtown Disney to me. Yeah, I called it downtown Disney for the longest time, but yeah, I mean, I hear you. It's still called Downtown Disney in California. I think that's why they changed the name, actually. They said they just wanted to change it because of the springs. No, they changed it because they want to, when you hear Downtown Disney, they want you to refer to only California now, and then Disney Springs in Florida. But I hear you. I still call it that sometimes. And yes, I probably will. That is one of my favorite places to go, and it's not just because it's free. And that's what's nice. Like, if you want to see and do a lot of the Disney stuff, but you don't want to go to the park, it's pretty awesome. Good food, better prices, free parking. I mean, it's pretty nice. I got some nice restaurants. Best fried chicken I've ever had in my life is Art Smith's Homecoming. He's a famous TV chef, and he visits there a lot. But the chicken is amazing. We did a video on this like a couple years ago. But there's these hush puppies there. They are so good, or they're like corn fritters, like corn hush puppies. And there's this sauce, and they gave it to us by accident because I probably wouldn't have normally got this, but it's a jalapeno jelly. Like it's like a jalapeno jelly. It's not hot at all. It's got like a little zing, but it's not hot. I swear that is some of the best sauce I've ever had, and we hope to eat there. It's hard to get a reservation though, and we don't want to make reservations on this trip for anything because we're only going to be there for a few days, so we're just kind of winging it and doing whatever we can. Linda says, "Hello, Linda. Hi, Dan. I hope you and Jess have a great time. Thank you." And Butterfly says, "Yes, it is a butterfly." All right, pretty clever. Thank you for the heart, Prosper. Barbara? Am I backtracking here? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on here. I feel like this is ahead of me here. Also, guys, yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. The live shows are hard to spread out to people because unless everybody has hit the bell notification and clicked all, that's why YouTubers say that. Hit the bell notification and click all notifications, because most people who don't have done that, they'll miss the live show, and I feel bad because I'm doing this a lot earlier than most people will probably see it. So the more likes we have on here, hopefully it will reach them and show up in their feed. 112 says, stores sell cardboard tomatoes. You know what's funny about that? I remember somebody had told me way back, this was some years ago, but that Walmart was putting up like cardboard fruits and vegetables like right after the pandemic just to show in photos. Well, I remember a couple years ago, this was during the pandemic, like not long after it all started, we went to Publix down there, and they had cardboard fruits and vegetables where the fruits and vegetables should be. I was like, what the heck? I was like, this is terrible. And there's no prices or nothing, just made it look nice. I don't know if somebody comes in there and takes a photo or does a video, maybe there's a nice backdrop for them. I did not do a video there though, which I wasn't as big into it as I am now. Hey, Tanette. Yeah, we're on early today. Had a little bit of time to kill. Jess is in there getting everything ready. We're pretty much packed. How do you guys pack for like a 3-day vacation where you fly? I'm going to be honest with you here. The more and more we're doing this, like for the flying, because most of you know, we usually drive to Florida. But we're not going to drive to Florida when we got 3 days. You know, in the fall, we go to Florida for 2 weeks. Every fall, we go for 2 weeks. And, you know, and then we will do some grocery videos and stuff like that down there. But, the whole thing of flying, I'm just like, wow, there's like a lot to this that I guess we really weren't thinking about. And believe me, Jess lets me know. She's like, see, if we drove, because Jess hates flying. And the thing is I know I hate it for her. It doesn't bother me. But at the same time, it's like, you know, and Disney World doesn't have their bus transportation anymore. They used to have the Magical Express thing that was free. Well, now, I mean, we're just going to take Uber, you know, and that's pretty easy, and it's not that expensive. But it's like when you factor in all these little things, it's like the drive really isn't that bad. It's a 14-hour drive, but usually we stop in between. You know, sometimes I'll make it. So if we leave by 4 or 5 in the morning, driving, then I'll make it all the way to Orlando. And really, if traffic, I say 14 hours because you're going to run into about an hour of traffic in Atlanta, right? I mean, there's just no getting out of that. And that's a good day. Now, we've had bad days too. I think the last time it wasn't going down there, it was coming back. Oh man, it was terrible. It wasn't even in Orlando, or it wasn't even Atlanta. It was, what's that other big city just north of Atlanta on 75, begins with an M? I can't think of it. Marietta. Marietta? Is that it? I don't know, but that's where all the traffic was, and it was terrible. Yes, thank you for all the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Well, we want to make sure that everybody who misses the show this afternoon can watch it later or tomorrow if they can't get to it. That's the thing. Like, I am all about scheduling. You guys should know that. I mean, videos at 8:30 every morning. I keep it as easy for everyone as possible, and I make sure that I stay to that strict time schedule. Someday it may be different, but at least for now, I like to make sure that everybody knows when everything's coming out. And for the live shows, obviously, usually they're on Friday, but I don't know. Like I said, we got our bag packed, right? And that's another thing too. We're flying Frontier. We got a great deal. Got a great deal. It was $100, 100 each round trip. I mean, that's a steal, right? But we had to pay for our bag too, and that was $100. And this was after we already got everything set up, and it was actually it was $55. So it's and I know there's airlines that charge us, but one thing I don't want to do is I hate layovers. I hate layovers. And what's funny is the most expensive airlines like Delta, American, all these other ones, it's even Southwest. And Southwest is cheap, but they all have layovers. All have layovers. One of them was in Chicago. And I'm we're in Cincinnati. Why go all the way up to Chicago? It just, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just the pattern and everything. But I hate a layover, having to get off and get back on another plane. I know, some people say Frontier, some people have I have nothing but good experiences with Frontier. Knock on wood. But they get you there. It's a direct flight. Takes an hour and a half. That sounds nice. That's the only thing I like about flying, is that it takes an hour and a half to get there instead of our 14-hour drive. Jessica reminded me of something the other day, though. When we go in the fall, it's part of the adventure, right? It's part of the adventure of the drive. We do like driving down there. I mean, we go through the mountains of Kentucky, Tennessee, and then we go all the way. And then Georgia is, next to minus northern Georgia. It's pretty much all flat. Which is kind of nice, because when you come out of the mountains, you're still moving like this. And once you get to Georgia, just past Calhoun, you finally start to get your bearings back and going. Okay, I got yammering there for a while. MJ Haas, hello, 100th like. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry if I missed some comments here. Like I said, we do have to keep up in real time. I know someone got upset about that last week, and I apologize, but it's just how it is. We have to make sure that everybody, if there's any kind of stuff going on in the chat, we have to make sure that we can keep that off there. And also, I don't like getting too far behind, because people get into the chat, and then they're like, oh, well, what's he talking about? He's an hour away from here. Good afternoon, Margin. Hello. Hey, Carol Maine. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will scroll back just a bit here. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Tanette. I hear you, Castle. I hear you. Jessica has grown up going to Disney World her whole life since she was a little girl. And I didn't even know what it was like until I met her. And then when we first went, I just could not believe it. I was like, this is amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I know some people are a little, there's things that have gone on that are, but there's things happen everywhere. Me and Jessica make our own fun times, and our own magic, and everything we do is on our schedule and agenda, right? I don't get into the government and politics and all that other stuff. Some of it's in things, and stores are questionable these days, but I don't know. I stay out of that. We focus on the things that we love to do in life, entertaining you guys, and at the same time, trying to save us a little bit of money on food. Yes, Wendy, Marietta, thank you. Yeah, it could be Marietta. We've probably had more trouble in Marietta than even Atlanta, because Atlanta, again, knock on wood, we take that carpool lane, because if you have two people in your car, carpool lane. The secret's out. But Atlanta has so many different cross traffic. Like you'll be on 75 and then you have to get over like 10 lanes to stay on 75. That's why it's like that. But if you stay in that carpool lane, you're on 75 the whole time. The whole time. So you don't, and even if it is backed up a little bit, you don't have to think about it. You just stay in that lane. I don't care if it's not moving. I stay in that lane. And it tends to work out more times than not. Hey, Ashley. How are you? Yeah, Margin, I put a notification out like an hour ago. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but I had some time to kill. Videos are done all the way through Saturday, so you guys will have videos all the way. The next video that I put out after these, because we have videos every day, but Sunday will be, hopefully, the start of our trip in Florida. But yeah, tomorrow will be Sam's Club, kind of an eye-opener. And then CVS, Walgreens, and then I do a video at Kroger, but I actually do it here, and that is what I want to talk about for a second. I'll get back to the comments here in a minute. I want to talk about this for a second. Okay, so I tried something new, and I know we had talked about this on a live show before, and I kind of thought it was pretty interesting, especially since I know all the regular prices anyway, at Kroger anyway. But I literally go through a lot of the different things on my computer because I was able to look at what is the ad that starts tomorrow. A lot of you guys get on here and let me know what are some good sales that are coming out here in a day or two. So I did that, and I'm curious to see like how you guys might respond to that and see if you like it. Because if you do, I may put like a poll out, maybe like get a vote. Because I love going to the stores, and that's not going to change. But what I want to do is be able to virtually visit a lot of the grocery stores around the country or even around the world that you guys go to, and I think I might be able to come up with something interesting to where we can shop virtually. Obviously, this will be virtual. We don't have Albertsons within 1,000 miles of here, but maybe some of the other Kroger-owned stores. But I'd kind of like to do some other ones, like maybe Jewel, which is popular in Illinois, or Giant Eagle, which is popular in like some of the northern states up here. Even, I mean, they have Giant Eagle in Ohio, but the closest one is up north of Columbus. But some of these stores, national chains, even Publix, maybe do a store, I think I will do these, maybe start doing them once a week. Because, it's getting pretty repetitive with the Meijer and Kroger thing, which I will continue to do those, but I want to be able to venture out and not have to go too far. Because once I start getting 300 or 400 miles away from here, it can get a little costly. But I don't know. That video will be out Saturday, so just make sure you let me know down in the comments how you liked that video. And if you want, maybe some stores out where you are. Not like mom and pop stores. I mean, yeah, I would love to do those, but they're not. Most of them don't have like a huge online presence. And what I mean by that is like ads online, ads on the computer. Because that's how I will be able to do like a virtual sales and what I think of it and how much we're saving, how much more this is. I really go into a lot of detail in that Kroger video that I do for Saturday, and they are the sales for this week coming up. Because like I said, it's the preview ad. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. So yeah, just make sure you check that one out and let me know down in the comments, one, if you liked it and what virtual stores you would want me to see me do in the future. Because I think it's pretty cool, and I would like to look at some other ones anyway. Like I said, like Albertsons and some of these other big name stores that we don't have around here. I could even do like Food Lion, or not Food Lion, but well, I could. Food City, some of these other ones that we've visited in the past, see if some of the prices have changed. Publix is a big one down south, so I mean, I could do that one too. But I don't know, just a thought. It should be pretty interesting. That is correct, Margin. We do not need to talk about politics. I have prided myself my entire life of staying out of that nonsense. Sheila says, good for you, Danno. That's how we are. Live happy. Thank you, Sheila. Lauren says, safe travels and have fun. Thank you. Tonette says, if we avoided every company we disagreed with about something, we'd never go anywhere or buy anything. Well said. Well said. Sheila says, glad to see this. Nice shirt. Great color on you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I started to pack this in the Florida, in our suitcase. And Jess was like, you gonna wear a collared shirt down there? I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably like 100 degrees. But now this is like one of them nice, like, golfer breathable shirts. So I mean, I could wear this in Florida better than cotton probably. I mean, yeah, I'll probably be all sleeveless down in Florida because it'll probably be 100 degrees. But it's not so much because really, I mean, it's 85 here right now and it's a little humid. But it's a different kind of humidity down in Florida. I mean, you could peel the sweat off your skin. Thank you, Margin. Yeah, I am too. Yeah, I'll tell you, I was getting restless, guys. I was like, I told Jess, I was like, I'm just going to go live. And she's like, yeah, we're pretty much done. And I was like, yeah. Whitney says, my husband texted me asking if I was in the Danno live. He was going to join and say, is my wife in here? Oh, that's funny. Yes. Janine says, Margin, so happy for you. PT2. PT Adventures. Hey, Tony, how are you, buddy? Hey, Danno, we hope you all have a great vacation. Thank you very much. And Tony's a good friend of mine. He has a channel called PT Adventures. So you would have to type in PT Adventures. This is his commenting. Cynthia, I think you were the one who was saying you were going down to Tennessee. Well, Tony here, PT Adventures, I don't know if you have him, if you've subscribed to him, but he does like drives through the Smoky Mountains, shows the crowd levels, different things that are open, things that are closed, just all kinds of nice drive, nice music, great channel. Make sure you check him out. And yeah, I mean, Tony, we watch you all the time. I mean, we watch, especially like when we're about ready to head out to Tennessee, Gatlinburg, we know where to look. Usually we watch you on the TV, so we don't comment. I always try to go back and comment on your channel, man, and I don't know, we get going on videos and it's like the endless. It's like everything, like recently we've been watching a lot of Florida videos too to see what's new and what's going on. Carol says, have you ever tried the non-bread pizza? Simply delicious. I have tried it and it is good. Oh, that's awesome, Margin. Got your car paid off. Sweet. That's always a good feeling. Deanna says, virtual shopping? So that's, wait a minute. What's going on here? It's another reason why I gotta keep up in real time, because I just get lost on it. Well, YouTube, on the setting that I have through my channel, it does that thing where if you touch it the wrong way, like the comments will just go whing, and it's like I just completely get lost. Hey, Nocturna, yes. Nocturna says, yes, virtually visit Tesco, Waitrose, Sainsbury, Iceland, Poundland. That's one we get a lot of comments on. Okay, yeah. For all our UK buddies, I know you have more than a few viewers across the pond. Yes, Poundland. Yeah, I definitely want to do that one. I mean, I've heard of Tesco, yeah. Some of the other ones I haven't. You might have to remind me this maybe in a future video, or I'll try to just write this down eventually. But yeah, that's another thing. Some of the places you guys will be saying across the country, I'll be jotting notes because chances are probably half of them I've never heard of. And it would be interesting to check some of these out. Cindy Lou says the Publix here in Florida, their BOGO is very different than the ones in Tennessee. Tennessee, you can just get one and pay half price. In GL, in Florida, if you buy one there, they charge you the full amount. Exactly, I know. Yeah, I was talking about this the other day. Because, yeah, they're not all the same. I'm curious to see how they're going to be in Kentucky. Because they're moving up north. Cheap Laugh Kennedy, hello. How are you? Martin says, make sure you get lots of pictures of Florida, and blue does look good on you. Thank you very much. Oh, we will get a lot of pictures. Also, for those who are interested, now I really have not kicked it off yet. Okay, it's not really a big thing. But I am going to be doing more Instagram. And it's easy to remember. Adventures with Danno on Instagram. So if anybody has Instagram and you want to check out some of our photos, I'm going to try and put some up from our trip and stuff like that. But I have been adding more and more photos to that. And it's fun because, it's something where I can easily just post these photos. And they have cool filters so I can make them look great. It really makes food look good. But yeah, I haven't even, that's the first time I've even mentioned that. So I know some of you are on the Instagram that just found me. But we're kind of just kicking it off again. I did Instagram like years ago. And then finally just started doing it again. I'm like, I need a place where I can just put photos instantly that's not Facebook. And I know Instagram's owned by Facebook, but it's like a separate thing, and it's easier to use. But yeah, if you want to follow us on Instagram, Adventures with Danno on Instagram. One word, Adventures with Danno. Tina says, I have never been to Disney World. What are your favorite attractions? That's what's great about it. All the attractions are awesome. They're well themed. The rides are great. My favorite ride was Splash Mountain, but they're reworked. They're tearing it down, or not tearing it down, but they're doing the Princess and the Frog. So it's going to do like a new theming and everything. I saw like kind of a back lot kind of thing that they're doing, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. What I like most about it is that it's a long ride and it's a water ride, and Florida gets hot, and it's nice to take a deep plunge 50 feet into the log flume thing. I love that. But I love all the mountains. Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain. They got that new Tron ride. So I'm going to try to ride it. I don't know if I'll be able to get... They have a virtual queue. So you have to sign up for the virtual queue on the same day. And they all go live at like 7 in the morning. So we're going to try and get one. I don't know if we will. I've heard it's really hard to get. They did this back when the Star Wars ride at Galaxy's Edge, when it first started. But now, Rise of the Resistance, that's what it's called. Now you don't have to do a virtual queue for that one, so I'm hoping I'll be able to ride that this time. But I am looking forward to flying the Millennium Falcon again. That was fun. I think I'd have to pick one from each park. Like if it was Epcot, my favorite ride there... Oh, that's a tough one, though. Because Living with the Land would probably be my favorite ride. But technically, I don't consider that like a... I mean, it's a ride, but not like a ride. You know what I mean? Like Soarin', I think, would be my favorite ride at Epcot. Because it's this thing, you feel like you're like hand gliding. It puts you up right in front of this screen. And it's like all different views from around the world. They add smells into it, like... You see elephants running around, and it's like this grass smell, and then the Taj Mahal, and it's like this citrus smell, and it's really neat. That might be my favorite ride out of all the parks. Oh boy. Yeah, sorry guys. Looks like I missed a lot of comments. I need a little bell that goes off, says, nope, stop. Yes, Cynthia, do check him out. Fun to watch. Great family. Very, very family-friendly channel. Daniel O'Hara says, eating out tonight. Refrigerator must be empty since you two will be vacationing. I wish you a safe trip. Let me in. I'll let you in on something. Our fridge is never empty. All the leftovers are gone. No, we'll probably. I got a couple burgers, a couple easy. We had Jessica's family over a couple days ago, and made out some of those frozen patties that I was showing at Kroger. Those are really good. Those are really good. You don't have to thaw them or anything. They're thin. They're maybe a quarter pound. Yeah, about a quarter pound. But you just throw them on the. I might throw them on the grill. They take like 10 minutes to cook. And we got some hot dogs left over, so probably do that. That sounds good. We don't like to eat a big meal before we travel. Sometimes, now we did that last night. Last night, we do have our thing we do, like maybe the day before. We do have some foods around here that we like. We ordered La Rosa's. Anybody from Cincinnati knows what La Rosa's is. La Rosa's Pizza. I mean, it's fantastic. It's one of our favorites. And then usually when we come back, like probably next Sunday, we'll probably go to Skyline Chili, eat a couple cheese conies. Those are our two favorites. So usually but we usually do that in the fall. We did get La Rosa's last night though, because we were pretty lazy, and it's delicious. Eva says hi to you and Jess. More cooking videos. John Wagner, hello. Any reason don't visit Rimke stores here in Cincy? There are none. The only one that's left is in Indiana, isn't it? I didn't know there was any more. I know there's one out in New Haven. I used to like Biggs. And then when Rimke bought out Biggs, okay, so the Rimke by us was terrible. But the one in Kentucky was awesome. Rimke is known for their chicken. Really good chicken. And they couldn't even get the chicken right at the one down the street from us. They ended up going out of business years ago. But I did visit the one in Indiana a couple months back. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video out there one time. Do they still sell the sterling meat? I will never buy that again. Ugh. That is the toughest meat on the planet. I don't know. It might be different now. But I mean, it was a Biggs brand that they had carried over into Rimke when they went out of business. Devo loves Gatlinburg. Absolutely. Cynthia was married in Pigeon Forge 21 years ago. That is awesome. Hello, Madeline. How are you? Just from sunny New Jersey. Have a great adventure. Thank you very much, Madeline. I hope you're having a good time up there in New Jersey. I hope the keto diet is working out good for you. I know one of your comments I read, it sounded like it was. PT says, watching on TV adds a lot to the drive videos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see on your phone. You gotta watch it on TV. We watch all videos on our TV, though, usually. Jedi Knight says, safe trip. If they have any raspberry Coca-Cola, I recommend it. Yeah, I'm not drinking any pop. I don't know, though. I mean, for something like that, if they have the raspberry Coke, I'll try it. Because I'm not, afraid to drink a Coke. Okay? I haven't had it for months. But, I mean, when you're on a trip or something, if I find something I want to drink, I'm going to drink it. There's a good chance I'm going to get a mango margarita from the Mexican Pavilion at Epcot. So, that's one of my favorite things there. So, I'm probably going to get one of those. Time for a little adulting. Madeline says, more music. I know. Maybe I'll start. If I do add some guitar and stuff, it's going to be in another video. I'm not doing YouTube Shorts anymore. I feel like those really affect your channel, and the thing is I just don't like the way it works, because like what happens is you'll put out a short video and you'll get all these different subscribers and everything, and then the next couple days they realize that, oh, you're not playing music on here, I'm gone. Well, that kind of hurts that hurts the algorithm for you when you get 200 or 300 people that come in here that want to just see you keep playing music. Well, and then they all leave the next day because you're doing grocery store videos. And you know what? It doesn't really, I mean, I just won't do them in short videos. If I do them in long videos, that's different, you know? So, I don't know. I've had a lot of people ask me that. I might put some stuff together. Maybe I'll write an album. Just throw it out here. Make sure I get my own copyright on it first. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Thank you. That's one of my favorites. Yes, I do love Dollywood. Hopefully next time we go, I'll be able to ride something. Oh, that was crazy. It was so packed. But we still had fun. Had the cinnamon bread. Wendy says, you might make me finally get Instagram. You know, I like it. I like it. It's easy to use. I don't really want to put community posts up all the time on YouTube. I don't want to oversaturate everything. I already put a video out every day. There was a time a few weeks ago where I was putting out 2 videos. I was kind of getting like, whoa, got to slow down some. And just kind of spreading it out some. Something I'm trying. If I get a response from it or anything, I may keep doing it. Motivation is everything. You know, if people start, and we have been getting followers on there, and I haven't even said anything about it. People just finding us, that know us from YouTube, or, we get. It's nice too with Instagram because a lot of companies follow Instagram. Like, you guys know we go to Kings Island a lot. Well, if Kings Island wants to invite me to a media event to do like a video for them or something, chances are they're more likely to reach out to me on Instagram than YouTube. I mean, they've reached out to me before on YouTube, but Instagram's more of a quicker way because everybody's just so fast anymore. That's why TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all these videos are really taking off, because they're I don't want to say mindless, because a lot of them aren't. Most of them are, if you ask me, though. But people just kind of fling through them, and it's like my brain just fries. I can't think that fast, And it's like, if I was doing videos like that, they would be so boring, It's like, wow, that guy told me how much we're getting screwed at Kroger in 60 seconds. Well, I don't know. Maybe I can make that pretty fun. I don't know. I got ideas forming all of a sudden. All right, here. You're very welcome, Tony. I appreciate you. Yes, we have the sunscreen packed. Yeah, that was what I was going to ask at the beginning of this live stream is, what are we missing? We pretty much, Jessica packs everything. That's another thing, too. It's like, we're having to think what we're packing. And it's like, when you drive, you just throw it all in the car, and it's just so much easier. Except for the drive. The drive that's the only bad thing. Everything else of this trip sucks. Like, it does. Like, because we can't, Jessica brings a lot of stuff with her when we go on our trips. She likes bringing her own pillow, because she's got nice pillows. She brings one of those real soft, like, blankets. And, more clothes than you would probably normally bring doing this. We got to really think about it, because chances are we're going to want to bring a few things back from Orlando. So we have to think, okay, how do we make this work to where we can put stuff in the suitcase? I'm leaving my book bag, because Frontier, you can bring a personal item, and I've brought a book bag, like a big book bag before. It can't be too big. It's got to be able to fit underneath the front passenger seat. So if it doesn't fit underneath that, then you're paying for it, So, but we make sure that we're there. Plus, I'm leaving a lot of my stuff out of there so that we can fit stuff that she wants in there. I'm happy with whatever. I'm not even taking my computer, so I'm. That's why I'm saying, like, a video that I do is going to be all edited from my phone. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll be back late Saturday. Our flight comes back. We're supposed to land, I think, at 1 in the morning, Sunday morning. So if I wasn't able to get it fully uploaded and everything, I can do that right as I get home. And it's not really, shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a quick 4 days. I almost said long 4 days, but when you're going to have fun, it's always a quick 4 days. Yes, Brenda. Yeah, at some point we'll throw in another cooking video. I could think of a couple things I'd like to cook. Oh, that's our entire door there, Janine. All of the condiments we have. I I'm bad with pickles, guys. I'm really bad with pickles. I'll find a jar of pickles. And I'm like, ooh, gotta have these. And I'll find a cool jar of olives I haven't had in forever. Ooh, gotta have these. Like one thing of our door is nothing but olives and pickles and mustard, ketchup. Uh, that's the one I'm talking about, Sue. The Repke in New Haven, on Harrison Avenue. That is Ohio. I said Indiana, didn't I? No, it's the Ohio side. It's right on the border. Yeah, there is still one in Crescent Springs. Wayne Ritchie, hello. Hi, Danno. Good afternoon to you. I was at Walmart yesterday. I bought 10 pounds of potatoes. They were $7.97, now $8.54 a bag. I would never go into Walmart to buy produce or meat ever again. Not that I do normally anyway. But I mean, if I'm walking in there and I'm looking around and it's like, the only reason why I even go over it in the videos is because we have people that do. Some people, all they have is Walmart. You know, that's why we do Walmart. And as you know, I only try to go to Walmart like every 2 or 3 weeks. Now, if there's a holiday coming up, I'll throw in an extra trip. But the prices, some things always seem to stay right around the same at Walmart, but it's the produce and the meat and the different, like, those kind of things that just keep going up. And it's really, it's a headache. It really is. I will never pay $20 for a steak at Walmart, ever. I wouldn't buy a steak at Walmart anyway. C. Aries says, I play guitar, but the stuff I play, no one's ever heard of. LOL, I'm old fashioned. Oh, I'm sure I've heard of it. What, like classical? Fingerstyle? Margin. I'm just trying to go over the ones where you guys are talking to each other. And that's great. Yeah, I know. I'm always lagging behind here. Aries says, food here in the UK is still relatively cheap, Danno. 27 pence for a tin of baked beans. 35 pence for a loaf of bread. Milk for a gallon, $1.28. Rents and gas are expensive here. And I guess that really just depends on what part of the UK you live in. Because there's other parts that just seem like they're through the roof. I'm sure a lot of those areas may be more touristy type places, kind of like they are around here. But I'm not really too sure, because I get comments from things in the UK that are really cheap, and then I just get flooded with comments on things that are just getting ridiculous in price. It's the same as here, so and that's good. I'm glad stuff's pretty good for you there. And where, like you said here, where it's not one, it's the other. So some of the food prices are good, but rent and gasoline are expensive. I mean, same here, but hopefully it stays that way for you. Castle says, Danno, update. They changed the Disney Resort pillows. They are so bad now, Jess is going to be pissed. Oh, there's Jess. Boy, she came in on that one, didn't she? Oh, it's a few days. Yeah, I don't know. not to get raw, or I guess it is in a way, and I'm going to tell you anyway because I don't really care. The toilet paper at Disney is the worst toilet paper on earth. Like, where do they find this? It is like dust. It is terrible. I actually made a complaint about this because it didn't used to be like that. It used to be good toilet paper. We bring our own when we fly. I'm half tempted to throw a roll in the bag now because it is just terrible. I mean, if you sneezed in this toilet paper, it would literally blow to pieces. I mean, it is just like, I don't even know where they get it. It is just, it's a nightmare. And I didn't really make a complaint, but I was talking with a lady and I said, they were talking about a couple things that they changed at the hotel that we were staying at. And I said, well, you forgot to mention the toilet paper. And she just laughs and she says, I know, it is a nightmare. And I'm like, yeah, it's terrible. It's the worst toilet paper on earth. I've never seen toilet paper that terrible in my life. Ever. I mean, and we've been a lot of places. That is correct, Sue. Happy wife, happy life. I even told Jess, I said, look, make more room in the big bag, I'll throw all my clothes in my backpack. I don't really care. I mean, we only really need 3 sets of clothes because we're going to be there 3 days. And the clothes that we're wearing tomorrow, well, obviously don't have to go in the bag. So, it's not too bad. But you start thinking, and that's what Jess was saying to me earlier, you start thinking of all the other things you have to take. I take a lot of allergy medicine and, different medicines. You want to make sure you have some Tylenol, in case you get a headache. Different things one big thing, Jessica, I'm glad she remembered to get it, that we had in our freezer is her cooling towel. It's real easy to get overheated in Florida, and as to where I can't use a cooling towel, I just do not like that sitting on my neck. She loves it, and it works for her. And that reminds me, Jess, don't forget your little neck fan. We got one of them fans that you wear around your neck, and it's got 2 little fans that point toward your face. Which I don't know if we'll take that. That's another thing that's good about driving. I mean, I have to agree with Jess. It's like, sure, I mean, all I can think about is getting there an hour and a half, 2 hours. But you really do forget everything you like to have while you're down there and easily be able to just pack it up. Like, for instance, Hollywood Studios, with my discount that I have, plus it's on another discount down there, I will literally save more than half of the cost to get the Emperor's lightsaber at Hollywood Studios. It's probably sold out. But I'm not going to be able to take it back on the plane. So if they have it, I'm going to have to get it shipped here. You can order it online, but I'm buying it because it's awesome. And y'all know how much I love Star Wars. If they have it and it's for that price, I'm not going to pay $200 for it. That's ridiculous. But if I can get it for $80, absolutely. Great collector's item. I mean, I don't know if they'll have it. It'll probably be sold out, but there's no way we'd be able to fit it in a bag. I'd easily be able to throw it in my car. So, yeah. But hopefully the shipping won't be too much. If it is, then we're just going to box. Because we don't really know how that works down there anymore because we've never really had to do that. But anything we buy, we're going to have to kind of weigh it out and figure out if it's cheaper to just send it back home or not buy it. Because, yeah, if it's stuff that can't fit. Some stuff, if we buy a t-shirt or something, will fit in my backpack. But, Midway Farm says, I hope you have a good, safe journey. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mrs. Carr, hello. Thank you very much. Absolutely, Margin. We plan on doing that. Especially around the Flower and Garden. Epcot is my favorite place. It is the adult park. It's just the World Showcase. I love going to, and now since the you-know-what is over or out of the way for a while, hopefully, now all the people, the different foreigners from Italy and France and Canada and, all the foreign exchange students and all the people who make these foods in their country, they're back. They're back, and that is what they were lacking, because when we went and it was just a bunch of employees that really had no idea what they were doing. And we noticed this because we ate at one of our favorite places at Via Napoli, and we get the pizza there. It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Italian four cheese. It's the Quattro Formaggi, right? If anybody watched our Trader Joe's video, we tried that, and it was similar. I mean, it tasted a little bit like it. But when we went to Disney and we got that, and it was like the service wasn't great, the pizza was terrible, but now they're all back. Now everybody from the countries are back, and they know how to make this food, and they know what they're doing. So I'm really excited to test and try a lot of these different foods. And I'm going to try and get as much on camera as I can. Even if it takes a couple videos to do that. That is our favorite thing to do down there. And it'll be really interesting. That's awesome, Linda. Glad you got a good deal on them. I mean, they are, yeah, they had they had that sale going on, $8 off a pack. I didn't think that was still going on. Yeah, Cynthia, there are plenty of pillows from what we saw. So the room we're staying at All Star Movies, okay, which is a budget. It's one of the cheapest hotels that Disney has, but cheap, but still awesome. Okay, we've never actually stayed there before. Usually when we're on the property, we stay at Pop Century because that's kind of like not the lowest, but not definitely. It's definitely a value resort. We can't afford to stay at some of these more expensive ones. I know maybe one day here in the future, I'd like to maybe stay at the Polynesian for just a day, or the Grand Floridian, just for a day to watch the fireworks, experience the hotel, and just pamper Jess as much as I can. But yeah, I mean, any more than a day, it's like way too. I mean, it's too expensive anyway. But I could afford one day, you know. But I think everybody's gonna like All Star Movies. We love the movies, and no better place to stay. All the things are themed. You feel like you're down there. You feel like, when you stay at the more expensive places, I feel like it just doesn't feel like Disney. And I think that's what they're going for. They kind of want you to feel like you're on a different kind of vacation. What are you saying, Jess? Or did I say something wrong? Oh yeah, Polly. Yeah, go for a day and just stay at the hotel, not go to any parks or anything. Because see, that's usually what we do. Is we're staying at the hotel and mostly just sleeping anyway. But what's nice about the resorts is there's a lot of stuff to do. Mini pools. They've got all kinds of foods. There's a bee just staring at me. It'd be kind of hard for him to get through the screen, but I will be doing a video of the hotel, so you guys will get to see what the hotel's like. From what I understand, I mean, it looks pretty awesome. I love movies in general, so it's like, and their movie theme, they even have like a theater area, no extra cost. And then they play these movies in the theater area. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But we're probably not going to be spending a lot of time there. It was just really, it was like cheap option. We got a discount. Those are always nice. Judy says, is the Orlando airport still a mess? Get there early going through TSA. I don't really know. If you get there a couple hours early, you should be fine. We've gone through Orlando Airport before. We actually got really lucky. I think I mentioned this last time in the live show, but we were in this really long line to wait for the TSA. And then, right as soon as we get in line, this guy comes up, and he's got the little guard dog and all that stuff, and he opens up this other gate, and he's like, all right, everybody, go right here. And it was, right next to where we were. I was like, sweet. And we just walked right through. It was all. I mean, we probably would have been waiting 30 minutes in that line otherwise. And I was trying to. I even asked the guy. I was like, "Oh, go ahead," and the guy went ahead of us, and then we went. Castle says, if you love Epcot, stay at Boardwalk or Beach Club, so you can just walk into Epcot anytime. Explore if you can use it as a business deduction. Oh, absolute. All of this is a business. I mean, it is. I mean, if I'm doing videos for these places, it's a write off. Better believe it. Explore if I would consider content from Disney to be a bus expense. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would love to stay at Beach Club. I love Cape May Cafe. That's like my favorite restaurant. But it's changed and it's a lot more expensive. I would probably eat there once, like if we went there in the fall, which we might. I love crab legs. Crab legs is like one of my favorite foods. And when you can get endless crab legs, it makes it all the more sweeter because I can eat a lot of crab legs. And, and that's all you eat, right? If you go to a buffet, I'll put you out of business. I could eat crab legs all day, but I wouldn't. But if that's all you're eating is crab legs, I mean, you could go through a ton. But now they've changed it. Now they still have the buffet, but you have to pay extra to get crab legs, and it's not endless. So it's like, I don't know. Jessica says, wait, Polly? Yeah, let's go. I know, we've been saying for the last 2 days, like, why didn't we just leave Sunday? Air says, I live near Legoland in Windsor. I'm in Ascot. It's a nice place to live in England. I actually worked at the park and got a free year's pass. That's awesome. Heck yeah. We've never been to Legoland in Florida. I'd like to go. That's right, 112. She deserves it. All right, Tanette. Have a great afternoon. Thank you very much. Sorry, you're probably already gone. I know I'm way behind here. Hope you have a great night. We have looked into that, Castle, and really I wouldn't. Wow, thank you, Patricia. Dang, thank you very much. Thank you, really appreciate that. First coffee's on you. Looks like the first 4 or 5 coffees are on you. Thank you, really appreciate that. Sorry, I lost my spot here. Yeah, we did that. We went to Polynesian. I wish, I don't know. It was funny because when they come up to you, the DVC club and all that, they always come up to you. They're real nice. I mean, if you say no thanks, they actually walk away and they're not pushy. Not like timeshare. I mean, it is like timeshare, but they're not like that. And it really is. If you go down there a lot, I mean, it really is worth it in the long run. You pay a lot over the course of like 20 years. But if you're going to go to Florida every year like we do, we would save a lot of money and be able to stay at expensive resorts for really in the matter of a period of time for the price that we're paying every time we go to Florida, maybe less. So it is smart if you're going to be going down there for years to come. But you got to make sure you make it worth it. We would make it worth it. But it was funny because we went to the Polynesian and Jess was all interested in it, right? They were giving away free fast passes to the rides. And back then that was a big thing. And we go in there and it was like, I'm like, nope. Can I get my free fast passes? And then, boy, somewhere along the line, like you guys know, I'm okay at math, okay. And I was listening to this guy, and I'm like, actually, don't sound too bad, and this adds up pretty nice. And at this point, I feel like the tables had turned. Jess wanted to leave, and I'm here like asking all these questions. And if you, like I said, if you go over the course of like maybe the next 10 to 15, the more obviously you invest, the more you're going to save. But, if you go over the next 10, 15, 20 years, you can save a fortune and be able to stay at these high dollar places. But we've talked about this too before. We like staying at the cheaper places, not just because they're cheaper, but because you feel immersed in everything. I don't know. It's just, that's kind of how I've always felt, but maybe someday. Yes, thanks again, Patricia. Really appreciate that. Oh, I guess I skipped over Jess's comment here. Sorry. Da-da. Captain Joe says our next Disney trip, we are going to try out the new jury. We watched a video on that. Tim Tracker did one not that long ago. I think so. Somebody, one of the people we watched did a video. I know we just watched one of the. Is it the Swan? Because they have the Swan and Dolphin down there, which are affiliated with Disney, but I don't think they're owned by Disney. And then they just had that Swan Reserve, which I guess is a little cheaper than the Swan. It looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'd like to stay at that one that's right outside Disney Springs, because you can literally just walk out and you're there where all the action is. Again, Disney Springs is free. Quick disclaimer, I'm not getting paid by Disney to advertise all this stuff. Hint, hint, wink, wink. But the food there is amazing. Some of our favorite restaurants are at downtown, at Disney Springs. And lots of fun. They got bowling alleys and movie theaters and just fun stuff to do. They're open till midnight, every day. And it's free to just walk around and hang out, and they play great music. And if you got kids, there's little rides kind of scattered throughout. Not huge rides or anything, but I don't know how much they are, but they're probably not much. Different candy stores and shopping and that kind of stuff. Shopping like no other. I mean, it's like the outdoor mall of outdoor malls. And not just Disney either. Everything else, like outlets and stuff. There are cheap stuff there. And lots of margaritas. I don't drink much, but when I'm when I'm touring, when I'm away, yeah, I'll try an adult beverage every now and then. Just as we have listened to one Castle, it was a while ago. We really couldn't afford it, but might consider it now. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. Hey, John. There you go, John. That's our Morse code communication. Jessica says crab legs equals too much work. Janine says king crab. Yeah, king crab is definitely a lot less work, but you'll never get endless. I don't think there's no buffets that do like endless crab legs anymore. We used to have a couple Chinese buffets around here that had crab legs out the wazoo, and I mean, it was great. It'd be like $10, $11. Not that long ago. I mean, before the pandemic and all that, and it actually shut them down. And then there was one in Newport, Kentucky that we still go to this day. It's fantastic. Best Chinese buffet on the planet, if you ask me. But they stopped doing the crab legs. They just can't afford it. They're just too expensive now. And I understand that. If I was a business and I'm losing money because I'm, shelling out these crab legs, no pun intended, constantly for the price, because I would have to raise the price immensely. But you're not going to get the business if you do that. Better just get rid of them, I guess. That's pretty good margin. $1,000 for a round trip to the UK and back. That's pretty good. Jessica says Legoland equals not poor friendly. Yeah, yeah. Lego. I mean, just Legos in general. I can't even imagine how much it costs to go to the park. But boy, these Lego sets these days. Ooh. I mean, even at Walmart. I mean, I guess Legos kind of the same price everywhere. But I saw some at Walmart the other day. I'm like, good lord. Hello, Jackie. Sorry if I'm just getting to you here. I know I'm running behind on comments, but I like to jibber jabber a lot. Thanks again for that, Patricia. I will probably mention you when I get my first coffee down there. I like how they have Starbucks down there. They're called different names. Like, I don't know if they're not allowed to say Starbucks, but you go in there and it's everywhere. Starbucks everywhere. Maybe they just do that for the theming. I know the one at Hollywood Studios is called the trolley cart or something. I don't know. Jess would know. What's the one on Main Street, Magic Kingdom, Jess? What do they call that? Starbucks. That's probably my favorite one. Just because I don't know, there's some kind of magic working in there. Maybe it's because I'm exhausted from the day before and that Starbucks really perks me up. Martin says, my husband can eat a whole bunch of crab legs or shrimp all day. Yeah, I could too. I don't usually show a lot of things when I buy them at the stores or anything, but I'm sure some of you got the hint that I was buying up those crab legs for $9.99 a pound. Jess doesn't like crab legs. Well, I don't know if she doesn't like them. She just doesn't like all the work. She does like shrimp. Patricia says, love my coffee, got to share the love. Thank you. Well, yeah, you know we do. I'm actually drinking. I really didn't want to do, I wasn't sure how long I was going to be on here, so I picked Pike's Place today. I do have I found a couple left of the Caribou coffee. I almost did one of those, but might save that. I don't know. This will be my last cup of coffee today because probably be going to sleep here in the next couple hours so I can get up at 1:32. It would absolutely be a good investment for us. I wish we would have done it years ago, but I don't know. Maybe we'll look into it. Because, I mean, yeah, it would save money in the future. You would save money, be able to stay in the deluxe hotels, and I guess that's pretty much it. But you can stay in the deluxe hotels, and, I mean, it's like those hotels are just amazing. Now, we've gone through... I'd like to see more of Grand Floridian, but we've gone through the Contemporary, the Polynesian, some. We've looked at Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is amazing. I mean, that hotel is amazing. But it's like Contemporary, it's cool because the monorails go through it. I think that's pretty awesome. But I think that's kind of what you're paying for there. Because if you don't get a room facing like the castle and everything, you're not going to be able to see the fireworks. But then you can go up to the top and watch the fireworks if you stay there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We may do something like that here in the future. Castle says, I am not paid by DVC for this. Absolutely. And we ran into a couple right after we had talked to those people. And the guy who we talked to was awesome. He wasn't pushy or nothing. I hate when people are pushy. Like, hey, look, I'm giving you the time of day by me sitting here. I don't care that much about fast passes. And, well, back then we did, I guess. But, no, he was really nice. And everybody we've ever dealt with there has been very nice. Never had an issue. Uh, 112, or wait a minute. Jackie says, I love me a margarita. Heck yeah. Okay, alright. I'm sorry, but we gotta keep up in real time. I know I missed a lot of comments, guys. I apologize for that. I am glad that Jessica jumped in to help me out here. Wait a minute. I saw free food here. What did I miss? Oh, talking about the Disney app? Okay. Okay, cool. So we're at the. Jackie says, "Me too, Janine, do good." Patricia says, "Endless crab legs and Drummel, good time." You got that right. Eileen, hello. All right. Just in time. No, I'm just kidding. I'll hang out for a little while longer. We got maybe a couple other things to pack, but some of the stuff I can't do, my contact stuff and all that. Can't do nothing with that till the morning anyway. Margin says, my niece uses the Hopper app and spends a lot of time, and she gets really good price for airline tickets. That's awesome. Eileen says, hi, Jessica. Missed a lot, just got here. That's okay. No, glad you showed up. Jess says, magical coffee port. I can't think of the name of it, what they call it. I feel like it's changed its name a couple times. Jess says, hi, Eileen. MJ Haas says, see you later. Safe trip. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Main Street Bakery. No. That ain't it. I'll know it if you say it. Or maybe that is it now. I don't know. It used to be called, when they first did it, it was Starbucks, and then they changed it because I think they had to. Ayer says, Starbucks coffee here is super mega expensive. £4, I guess, for a latte. Just too expensive for me. So what would that be? $5.35 in US dollars with the exchange rate. Yeah, that's expensive. Jackie Hathaway says, I love Fort Wilderness, but very expensive. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's one I would really. I mean, it's nice. All those deluxe resorts are nice. I mean, they're gorgeous. Gorgeous, and all the amenities, the pools, the water slides, there's a lot of stuff. Different things you can do. Is it Fort Wilderness? Is that the one that had, and I think they left. It's going to become something else, but they had that barbecue place there. I want to say Trader Joe's, but that's not right. Or wait, no, I'm thinking of Trader Sam's is that like bar area in the Polynesian. Trails End, is that it? Trails End at Wilderness, where they had the buffet with the ribs, and we never got to eat there. We wanted to go there, and I guess they ended up closing down. Trails End, there it is. Thank you, Jess. Boy, I would have loved to have eaten there, though. Boy, that food looked good, and real nice setting, wooded area, kind of in between areas where I think they even let you like rent golf carts there. I would love to do that. That'd be awesome. Sue says, I got the deal of the century at Walmart yesterday. Swiss cheese in the deli for 25 cents a pound. I bought 4 pounds. You should have bought more than that. I'd have cleaned them out. That's awesome. Where they were like just getting rid of them. Reduced price. That's weird. I rarely ever see Walmart do stuff like that anymore. At least around here we don't. Sierra says, I lived in LA for 1 year back in 2012 as an intern. I spent over $35,000 in that 1 year. LOL, food was so expensive and my rent was $2,500 a month. Nice city to visit though. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's expensive. Jess says, my head hurts, so I'm chilling. Still got a headache? Dang. Feel better. Jess says, thank you, C. Cheers. Patricia says, I have never had a Starbucks. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't like it. You know what's funny? I like it better making it myself than getting it at the shop. For one, I'm not spending a fortune for a cup of coffee. But two, it's like when you get it at the shop, it is really bitter. Really bitter. If you make the ground, you can kind of thin it out yourself. You don't add, I don't know what I mean, it tastes different. It really does. Like the Pike's Place I'm drinking now is perfect. The one at Starbucks, I get it if I haven't had a coffee yet in the morning and I'm just out doing a video and it's convenient. But, and I will get it if we're at Disney World because it will definitely wake you up. Actually, no, I really don't though. You know where I really get coffee down there is Joffrey's. Joffrey's is better coffee. It's probably my favorite coffee out of all of them. The only way you can get it up here though is if you order it, and you order it from Orlando. That's where they make it. But Joffrey's is fantastic. If you get it, the one that you get in the parks is the Mexican blend. You want to make sure that you get the Mexican blend. That one is the magic. It is delicious. And I will say it is strong. It is really strong. But strong but not overly bitter, if that makes any sense. Jackie says, it's a campground and so much fun. We rent golf carts. Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. Hello, everyone. Jess, sorry to hear that. Get to feeling better. Thank you very much. Patricia says, I just got 2 rounds of Mocha Java from Storehouse Coffee, and it is amazing. Grind and brew fresh. That name just sounds awesome. I've never had it, but it sounds it sounds good. Yeah, I thought Black Rifle Coffee, like that sounds like a good coffee. It's very patriotic. I went in the store down in Pigeon Forge. I'm like, I don't even really want a cup of coffee, but I want to try that. That looks like it's going to be good coffee. It was terrible. Worst coffee, not the worst coffee I've ever had, but it was bad. But, again, I don't think, it was kind of a bad atmosphere in there, and I think these guys just didn't care, and maybe they messed it up. But I would probably try, because they sell Black Rifle coffee around Cincinnati here, in some of the stores. I've seen it at Meijer before. I haven't seen it lately. But people have compared it to that Death Wish coffee, but Black Rifle coffee's a little cheaper. I don't know. It might be one of them instances where I just got to buy it and make it myself to really see what it's like. But it was terrible at the shop. I threw it away. I don't throw stuff away, guys. Ask Jess. I do not throw stuff away. I will drink it. I bought it. I paid for it. I will drink it. I threw that crap away. I was halfway through it and I was like, this is making me sick. I threw it in the trash. I was like, forget this. Ronnie Crane, hey buddy, how are you? How are you and Mindy doing? Margin says her husband plays saxophone and his daughter is a really great singer. I will send you her Instagram, and she is in Kentucky, so maybe you could do something with her if you want to for music. That'd be fun. I'm always down to sit around and jam. Sputter Spark, that is usually one of the first things I do. Dole Whip. I love Dole Whip. I don't get the whole, I would never put alcohol in that. I mean, I know some people do, but I just, it's already 100 degrees down in Florida. I can't imagine drinking that with rum or whatever else. No, they won't do that at Magic Kingdom, but they do it at, the hotels and some of the restaurants and stuff. I think Epcot, you can get one with alcohol in it. I love Dole Whips. I am a huge fan. Jessica does not like coffee. No, she doesn't. She likes tea. Oh, there, she said that. Eva says, I live in a small town in Bavaria, no Starbucks here. I once ordered a Starbucks roast from Amazon, but I didn't like it. Too strong for me. A lot of people say that. I guess just because I've been drinking it for a long time. I'm just used to it. My mom, she drinks the Folgers 100% Colombian. And I mean, she makes the coffee so strong, you could literally stand a spoon on, well, maybe not literally, but it is. My brother said something so funny one time. He went, he was over at my mom's and he was going in and got a cup of coffee. And he took a drink and his eyes just widened up and he says, or he was saying to my aunt who was over there too, yeah, he took a drink of mom's coffee and couldn't blink for 2 or 3 days. It is. She makes that so strong. I mean, it's just crazy. But so, I mean, to give you, I grew up with strong coffee drinkers, very strong coffee drinkers. So, I guess that's why it's easy for me. You do, Jackie? I don't know. I love the smell. I mean, I don't think it's bad at all. Tommy Kramer says, greetings from Illinois. Greetings. How you doing, Tommy? Patricia says, I tried brewing green coffee beans. It was one of the worst things I've ever tasted. I've heard that from some. PT Avenger says, my son says it has really changed. It was good, then quality dropped. I do feel like it has changed a little. I do feel like it's changed a little. If you're talking about Starbucks, it like I said, it does taste a little more bitter than it used to. However, that's at the shop. The way I make it tastes great. Tommy says, I found saltine crackers for 50 cents a box. That's my kind of price. Ronnie says, doing good. Ready for a vacation. LOL. Hey, we're heading out in the morning. I mean, if you're just getting here, me and Jess are leaving at, I don't know, probably about 2:30 in the morning. We're heading to Orlando. Just for a few days. You guys been down to the Smokies lately? Oh, is that the same? Yeah, we might have to go there. Castle. That might be the same same place like they got up in Pigeon Forge. The tea and spice place. I love that art building too. The art in there is just amazing. Oh, by Earl of Sandwich. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. They don't make Jessica's favorite sandwich there anymore. Which I don't understand why. I feel like that was one of the most popular. I always got the regular roast beef and horseradish sandwich. It's just awesome. Can't go wrong with the original. Patricia says, Danno's mom got me hooked on Pure Leaf unsweetened tea. That's my afternoon treat. It's really good. Yeah, and the subtly sweet, the peach, I like it. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not sweet at all. It's just like it says, a little bit of sweet, but not overkill. Captain Joe says, have a wonderful rest of your day. Yard needs mowing before the rain comes. Absolutely. Captain Joe, have a great week, man. Stay cool. Patricia says, a friend gave me a cup of Bustelo. I couldn't sleep for days. I know. Yeah, that stuff is, whew. That is rough. Again, though, I don't feel like that's overly bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's strong. I don't know how some coffee companies do that. I mean, I guess they're thinning them out until it just gets to the point where it's not bitter. But, yeah, it's hard to blink. It's so strong. But good. It tastes good. don't like adding different flavors to my coffee either. I know people get these different coffee creamers and all that. I do not. I just like regular coffee. Or even just regular creamer. That way I can taste the coffee. All the hazelnut. I mean, my Jessica's mom, my mother-in-law, she does the French vanilla. I like that. I mean, that's good. I don't do it all the time, but it is good. Sue says cheese was expiring the next day. So I mean, you can freeze it. Should be good. You just got to make sure if it is like that, you got to make sure that when you thaw it that you use it all that next day. Like, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm not 100% on cheese, but I know with meats, like, if you get reduced price meat and they say that the sell-by date is that next day or two, when you freeze it, you want to make sure that you use it all the next time. Like, don't thaw it and refreeze it again. People have asked me that on the channel before. I'm like, if it comes out of the freezer, it don't go back in. Ever. I don't care what it is. Hey Tots, how are you? Castle says, I actually think it's the same. Sierra says, Lavazza do really good coffee beans. Eileen says, Jessica, if my blood pressure goes up, I get a headache. Yeah, I know she's stressed out about flying. I feel bad. It's just something that some people don't like, just don't like to fly. But I don't like to say that that's the only reason why we drive in the fall. We drive because we like the drive. But not that we like I said, we like the adventure. Just the whole being gone for 2 weeks is fine with me. But yeah, it's a lot easier when you can bring all your stuff. You don't have to overthink things. Maybe I can fit this toothbrush a different way. I mean, it's really like, even going down there for a few days, it's, there's things you got to take. You got to take the medicine you got, or different things that you need down there. Jess says, yeah, I'm sure my nerves are making me have a headache. I hate flying. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't see you said that there. Castle says, ham and cheese with mustard. That's my Earl. Yeah, Jessica's was the, she got, was that what you got? It was the ham and pineapple. And there was like the Hawaiian. It was called the Hawaiian sub. They don't make it no more. Had the big pieces of pineapple on it with the barbecue and ham. Todd says, Danno, I got 10 Stovers at Kroger for free, plus a Moneymaker Ibotta. I got $15 back, and it printed me out a coupon for $5 for my next shopping order. Wow. That is why, Tots, you are a super shopper. And then, I'm trying to still kind of figure out some of this stuff with Meijer. Like, I've been buying things. There ain't no points leaning toward anything I've ever bought on my card. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's why I don't like to really talk about them too much, because I feel like I'm not getting anything out of that M-Perks deal. And I want to say that in the videos, but I mean, I'm not sure if some people are, but like, if you're going to spend like $30 on coffee products so that you can add up these bonus points, like, I'm hoping like one day they're just going to be like, cool, we're going to give you some free Starbucks or something, give me something. And don't offer me one of your 89-cent fountain drinks. They literally offered me that. I mean, I've spent hundreds of dollars here, and you offer me a fountain drink. That wasn't even working. Oh, I don't know. Ronnie says, been too busy, planning on going to Louisville Zoo sometime next month. That's awesome. Sweet. I've never been to the Louisville Zoo. Castle says, Now I want a Joffrey smoothie. Those are good too. Everything about Joffrey's is awesome. I haven't had anything there that I haven't liked. So if you get there early, I don't know if they do them all day, but they do like donuts and stuff too. Those are really good. And fun fact, if you are just outside the park, sometimes they'll have a Joffrey set up. Like if you're outside Magic Kingdom and you're in the parking lot, it's actually a little cheaper than actually in the park. So something to think about. I know I always get one going in, like where the monorail is, and then you can either take the monorail or the ferry. They have that Joffrey's right there. Just get one there. Sometimes I'll miss it, and then I'll just hit Starbucks when I get in there. But usually if you're there really early, Starbucks will be completely packed, and then I'll just wait to get a coffee because, well, there's a mile-long line waiting for coffee. You can go ride all the rides in seconds and just walk right on. Fester says, try Maxwell House Max. I've never tried that. Dimension says, Florida, you guys going to Disney? Absolutely. Absolutely. Zippity-doo-dah. Really, really excited for the entire trip. I mean, probably the most thing I'm excited for is probably the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot. We're going to do all the little tastings, all the food tastings. And I will be posting those up on Instagram. So if you're, I wasn't sure, like, it's hard enough doing YouTube all the time. And I was like, with Instagram, it's like, do I really want to do this? But it's the only reason why I am is because it's easy. I could literally click a button and boom, just post pictures. So I'll probably be posting pictures over the next few days on Instagram. So Adventures with Danno. Just if you go to Instagram, if you have an Instagram, type in Adventures with Danno. And I don't have much on there right now. I just kind of restarted it again. But we'll be posting pictures and stuff. And you can message me on there if you like. Or we will have our video. We do have videos coming out every day this week, all up until Saturday on YouTube. And our vacation videos will be starting Sunday. Hopefully. That's if the internet's working good down there. Because I'm not taking my computer. I'm not taking my laptop. We're going to be doing it all from the phone, so we'll see what happens. But this is a pretty powerful phone, so I think it better. Patricia says, I like a medium roast made strong with heavy cream. Yes, I do too. That's probably how I should phrase that. I like a medium roast too, made strong. Not a dark roast made strong. Like if it's dark roast, you need a lot less. Thank you very much, Eileen. Thank you. And thank you, Tots. Yes. Just gotta keep the eyes on the prize. We're almost there. Almost there. A few hours. I'm gonna try to go to bed by like 7. Which ain't gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. PT says, so true, Jess. Oh, wow, see, it did this again. Jess says, it sucks, but it's 2 hours. I'll be at Disney World, so happy day. Tot says, thank you, Danno. I've been couponing for years. It's harder now with the digitals and apps, but it can be done. Absolutely. I like everything you always say in the comments too, Tots. I feel like people, and that's the thing. It's like I've tried to slip in some things about the different apps where you can save money through Ibotta, Rakuten, some of these different ones. But boy, I'll tell you, it's like when I really start getting into it. Like guys, and I don't want to say you have no idea, but really, I get talking on these videos. Like I'll talk about something that's off subject. Not that it's off subject because it is saving money. But like the other day I was talking about Ibotta and I ended up cutting the entire thing out of the Kroger trip I did because it was like the clip was like 7 or 8 minutes long and you just can't do that. Like I'm falling asleep while I'm editing it and it's like, okay, exit out of it. Like I stick to the main points, but that is something we need to focus on. And I know Jess was doing Rakuten there for a while, and stuff like that on ways to save money through different apps. You always have like Gas Monkey or and some of those other gas apps where you can save a little bit on gas. I save up a lot of my points when I shop at Kroger. And the 4 times, they were having a 5 times fuel point thing going on. Oh, and also, man, I'm glad I thought of this. So in Saturday's video, and if you're just coming onto the show here, in Saturday's video, I do a virtual tour of Kroger and their ads so that we can go over the sales and stuff. One thing that is coming out here, which I had missed, and this starts tomorrow. Well, no, actually it does. It starts tomorrow in the ad. You'll see it in the ad, but it runs Thursday through Saturday. They have it's a digital coupon, but it's $10 off of $75 purchase, like total at Kroger. $10 off of a $75 purchase. So that's a good deal. You have to use it Thursday through Saturday. They're offering 4 times fuel points on all locked-in low-price items. I mean, they really make you think these days, but, so 4 times fuel points on all locked-in low-price stickered items. So if you can remember that, you get $10 off a $75 purchase, and there are some good digital coupons. And if you look at the regular prices on all of those digital coupons, they have all gone up in price. Every one of them. Every one. I was looking at that the other day, and I'm like, my God. Like, every one. Jif peanut butter. The 40 ounce of Jif peanut butter that was $6.79 is now $7.29. You can get it for $3.99 on the digital coupon this week. But, it's like these things. It's why we try to point them out every day so that, if you go to the store, a lot of people watch the videos and then go to the store. Like my aunt told me the other day, she was watching one of our videos. She went to Meijer like right after watching the video to get the things that she liked. And I mean, that's awesome. We're glad that we're able to do this to make it so quick for people. I understand everybody doesn't have Meijer. It was just an example. And also for a lot of the new viewers that I see on here that have just come in right now, on Saturday's video, I did this basically doing it on computer, like a virtual tour of the sales at Kroger. But the one thing I was saying earlier in the live chat here was if there's some main grocery stores, I'm not talking like mom and pop stores or like maybe small stores that you shop at a lot. I'm talking big chain grocery stores like Publix, Food City, Food Lion, Ralph's, King Soopers, a lot of these major grocery stores that you shop at. If you like our video that comes out Saturday with Kroger, let me know if you would like me to do a virtual tour of your store. I'm thinking about adding a video a week of doing other stores around the country or around the world. I may do Poundland. Someone was mentioning that from the UK. And that would be fun. Because, I can't visit that store. It's in England. But, it would be fun to do some of these stores that I can't visit. The only problem with that, and this is where I would need your guys' help, is there's no way of knowing the regular prices in these stores. So say I did Publix. Okay, the only regular prices that I will remember are the ones from what I saw down in Florida and Tennessee. Now, and I have a little bit of memory of those prices, but like if I do a different store like Winn-Dixie or so, I've only been to Winn-Dixie once, but I won't know the regular prices in your areas or the areas that I've been because they've probably changed. So all we'll be able to go over is the sale prices, but I'll still do a little bit of research and see which deals are the best, at least which ones I think are good, and still go over things that people are asking about. But I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that video on Saturday. I really enjoyed doing that. Tommy Creamer says, just followed you on Instagram. Well, thank you. Yeah, going to be posting some stuff, not too frequently, but at least this will be a way where we can have a direct interaction. If you guys leave a comment, I could get to it probably a little faster. We get tons of comments on YouTube, but we get a lot of emails too. And with emails, it's like I'm trying to, because we're getting like over 100 emails a day. And, when I'm talking about like food shortages and stuff, I'm trying to do two things. One, I'm not going to, people are emailing me because they don't want to show their name. They don't want to show who they are on YouTube. And that's great. That's great. I don't if you don't want to, and that's fine. But just remember, it takes me a while to get to all these emails because I have to focus on everything with the channel, and then at the end of the day, I try to get through as many emails as I can, focusing on a lot of the shortages that people are sending me because that's what we got to pay attention to. There's been a lot of pictures of no salt in the stores lately. We did find some at Meijer, which that was awesome. Which I actually did the Meijer video yesterday for today. All the videos that I've done for the next week were before this Meijer video. So, and I found one place in the next 4 days that has had salt. And I won't tell you what store it is because it's kind of funny how I react. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy on the salt shortage lately. And it looks like it's getting everywhere. That's why I've been telling people, it's one thing if we get 2 or 3 comments now, but when we're getting 30, 40 comments on where's the salt, could you pass the salt, please? There's none, and it's like now it's like everywhere. Really weird. Yes, Tommy, thank you very much for that. We will, like I said, we'll be putting out some Instagrams here, especially when we're on vacation. Might be doing some of these like in the stores too, if I can find a good, because I like to use the camera too. Castle says, Walmart, obviously, some Albertsons. I would like to do Albertsons. Actually, that might be the next one I do because we're going to have to do something like that here in the future. Because I still wanted to do some comparisons of what Albertsons is now with what Kroger's is and see how that's going to work out in the future. Hopefully, the reasons why everybody loves Albertsons stays that way. Eileen Thomas says, praying for you, Jess. Oh, thank you. Castle says, save money by growing what you can. Even apartment dwellers can do it. Absolutely. Our tomato plant is getting ridiculously big. I mean, it's like this tall. It's huge. I can't believe this is the biggest tomato. I've grown a lot of tomatoes in my lifetime, and this is the biggest cherry tomato plant ever. I mean, it's taken up our entire balcony. And they are flowering. There's already tomatoes growing, and they're just flowers everywhere. We're about to get overrun with tomatoes, which is great. Sandy says hello from Central Texas. Hello to you. Patricia says having a bumper crop of strawberries and just 2 4x8 beds, eating and freezing every day. No end in sight. Sweet. Oh, that's awesome. John Glad says, put 25 tomato plants and 12 feet of double row peas. More tomorrow. That's what you did? That's awesome. Banana says, Nestle 8-pack drumsticks. Ice cream only $3.99 this week on Kroger Digital Coupon. That's a good deal. Good deal. There's like $7.99 regular price. You said Nestle, yeah. Jessica says, y'all should see our tomato plant. It's out of control. Wow. Oh, that's funny. I feel like I'm doing this to everything you say, babe. My bad. Patricia says, I can't wait to see it, Jess. Yeah, I'll throw it in a video at some point. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and put it on Instagram. There we go. That's the nice thing about Instagram too, is that you will all see them. We have issues all the time, and it's not just me, it's a lot of YouTubers, but it's like, why? I don't understand. Like, I put the same videos out every day, and I get a lot of comments, Dan, why do you use the same titles? Why do you use this? A lot of that reason is, one, it's not clickbait at all. It's the description of what's going on in the video. Maybe not to a great extent of maybe the way that some people think about it. But another reason why I do that is keywords for things that all of our viewers are watching on YouTube. Because if I put keywords that you have watched on the channel, it will pop up in your feed whether you hit that bell notification or not. Now, sometimes it doesn't. And it's like, I mean, I guess that's one good thing with Instagram is that it's supposed to reach everybody. And yeah, they're just photos and stuff. But I will be putting things, from different grocery store clips maybe that I wouldn't put on YouTube here. It is Adventures with Danno. No spaces. Just Adventures with Danno, all lowercase. Thomas. Patricia says, I can't wait to see it. If you have Instagram, Patricia, I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it on here when we're done with the show here. It's enormous. It's ridiculous. Todd says, Jessica, have Danno show us since he's live. I'll put it on Instagram. I can't disconnect this from here, or I would. Eileen says, can anyone help Danno? I do need help. A little off these days. Andreas says, I inventory and audit for Kroger. We need to talk someday. Sweet. Talk about what? Prices and how crazy expensive they are and how they're never coming down? Yeah, I'd like to know. Sandy G says, I have family in Orlando, Florida. Also have a great time at Disney World and hydrate. So we're trying to figure that out. We may have to do like an Amazon because, yeah, water down there is going to be expensive. We'd like to get a case of water, maybe through Amazon Fresh or something, sent to the place, sent to where we're staying. We did that the last time we flew and it worked out pretty good, so. Because we like to freeze the waters and then we have bags that we put them in like our backpack. We'll have like 3 of them and then insulate them. That way they stay cold for most of the day. They won't stay cold all day. Martin says, Jessica, show us your tomatoes if you can. Yeah, we will at some point. Like I said, I'll take it. If you have Instagram, Margin, I'll put it on there and you can check it out. If not, we'll have to wait because I can't interrupt the videos that are coming out over the next few days. But I will be trying. I might be able to do a community post or something. Jess says, LOL, I thought you said it takes a while to get through all the females, but you said emails. Yep, it takes a while. Patricia says, I'm too lazy to read emails, too much junk in there. Well, and that's the thing, too. Like, that's what takes me a long time, because I'm very careful of what to open up on, like, unless, like, I should probably tell people this, but if you send me something to another link of photos that you're wanting me to see of something, I will never click on that link. So if you're going to send me an email of pictures maybe that you've taken in the stores, that's fine. And just make sure you upload it with the message, because I'll never go to another link in the email for anything, because that could be dangerous. Castle says, I will only email when I hear of price hikes in the spice world, because I will share legit numbers that need to be kept private. Yes. Margin says, I just put in IG address. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys even, I don't even know, like, I mean, other than YouTube, I'm not an idiot, but like, I don't do like much on any other social media. And the only reason why I will do Instagram is because it's easy, it's quick. Eileen says, I'm so happy to be with you, Danno and Jessica. I was able to I was able to get salt yesterday at Kroger pickup. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nick Papa Giorgio. Come out to Arizona. I love Arizona. Great weather usually. Well, I guess it depends on what part. Patricia says, cleaning berries for the freezer right now. Awesome. I know, I was going to do that with some of the blueberries that I got when they were $1 at Meijer like a month ago or so. And I ate them all. They didn't even make it to the freezer. Eileen says, awesome, yummy tomatoes. I'm excited. These look like they're going to be really good, too. These look fantastic. Ray J says, Florida is closed. Sorry. Todd says, I don't have Instagram, only Facebook. Yeah, I've gotten kind of out of touch with Facebook. I'm way too much drama. And, you know, I was supporting a page on Facebook there for a while. It's still active on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. It's the same thing, Adventures with Danno, but I'm not on it as much. It's kind of hard to handle a lot. And there's a lot of things with Facebook that's, I don't know. I feel like they have too much control over everything. Like, so many things that they're I don't know if it's an algorithm or if it's a live person, but boy, you say, it doesn't matter what you say. They could literally just say, well, no, you can't say that, even if it's not bad. You know, they're overly controlling on Facebook, and I don't really like that. A couple of my friends have had the Facebook jail thing, and it's like, what is that? Like, and they take you off of Facebook for 30 days? I'll let you know, the first time if that ever happened to me, I'm done. And I will be spreading that rumor around, or not rumor, the real thing. You know, if this happened to me, forget it. I will. I don't know. I don't know. I would definitely be getting all of my family and friends and everybody. I would be petitioning to end Facebook if that was the case, because I don't like that. You know. I understand you got to watch what you say as far as cussing and different kinds of words and different things and stuff. But if you're not saying any of that and it just randomly just throws you off for no reason and you can't get a hold of nobody or anything to get it back, forget it. The only reason I like Facebook at all is for family photos and for family and friends that you haven't seen for a long time. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. All right, Donna. Thank you very much. All right. Now, see, this is the motivation I needed to get out there and start taking some good photos. There will definitely be a lot of Disney photos, and I will just post them sporadically. No real timing or anything like that. Jess says, just go show them live. Yes, Jessica. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to, guys. Unfortunately, I'd have to disconnect this. She doesn't know I'm using this camera here. If I disconnect it, it's going to cut off the live feed. After we're done here, I'll put a post. I'll put a community post on here for people who don't have Instagram, and then I'll put it on Instagram too. So we'll show you that way. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. Wow, I didn't know this many people even had Instagram. Sandy says, do they not let you take in insulated cups, bottles there in the summer? Yeah, oh yeah. Disney? Absolutely. You take your food. You can take your own food at Disney. They get it. They know people can't afford their food. You can bring whatever. I just don't think you could bring like a big cooler or anything. But you might be able to. I'm not 100% sure. Donna says, on my way to the supermarket. Happy shopping. Might want to pick up a thing of salt. Eileen says, have a good trip, Donna. Janine says, I don't do Facebook as well. I do, but I'm not on it much. I mean, I got my whole focus of social media is YouTube. It's like this is my whole thing here. I mean, it's my job. When it's your job, you treat it a little differently. Facebook, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't talk too bad about it because, like I said, Instagram's owned by Facebook. But at the same time, I just don't like some of the stories I've been hearing lately of people on timeouts and stuff like that. It's like, come on. Like, of people who I know that would not be saying bad words or bad things on there. Some of this stuff I even saw before it was taken down. I'm like, really? I mean, it almost made me want to just delete my account. Like, why am I even on here? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Plus, the one thing I do not like about Facebook, too, and tell me if this happens to you, okay? Some of your family members and friends, it's like, not that I look past this stuff, right? But I feel like a lot of people don't. Like, you'll read something that one of your family members had wrote, and you're like, wow, I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't like your opinion. I understand that most people that are on Facebook use it as like their personal diary, right? And that is not good. You should not do that because a lot of people, you'll lose friends over that. You won't even know it. You won't even know it. And be like, well, I really didn't believe this person said this 2 years ago. I just can't be friends with them anymore. I mean, first of all, you shouldn't be that way over what somebody wrote on social media. Anyway, knowing that, unless you're doing like YouTube videos or information or tutorials or stuff like that, you don't want to mislead people. Hence, why I do this in the stores and show you what it is, right? I don't like a lot, and that's what makes me a little not nervous, but it's why these virtual tours and everything. It's like, well, I'm not going to make it up, right? But a lot of people, you don't know whether they're making it up or not. And some of this stuff, it's like you do some research and it's like, and I don't call people out. I never do that. I would never do that. Never. But there are some channels on here. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the ones that have been copying me. But, and that's okay. It's not so much that as it is, if you're going to do something like this, you're going to do it exactly like me. Well, you're not telling the truth, though. People do whatever you want to do. It's like there's probably thousands of people that are doing what I'm doing on here. But you're not doing it how I do it, right? You're not doing it in a way that is personable, right? On a personal level with everybody. And I think that's the difference. When you're just blurting things out there saying, I heard. You heard, and then there's no information behind it. So, and that's, I guess that's just me. And for the stuff that I don't have time to explain, I put on the screen for you to see. You can do your own research. I'll never say, well, this is the way you have to do it. If you don't do it this way, it's over. I do not like when people do that because it's like, come on, like I don't know. Drama. Back to Facebook too. It's like drama. Like, anyway. That's probably good, Jackie. I really don't think kids should be on Facebook anyway, or most things, unless it's a kid-friendly version. I mean, the YouTube Kids thing is actually really cool. I mean, it's great for kids. You can put a setting on there where they can't get into like the main thing of everything, the rated PG-13 R version, right? I'm considered the R version, I guess, even though it's not. But I have to put that, to let YouTube know that, well, it's not made for kids. It is, in a way, right? Because kids can watch our channel. We're not cussing. We're not, our material. But if you don't put that, then for one, you don't get paid. You can't put ads and stuff like that that you're getting paid for in the kids version of YouTube. And there might be other incentives to do a kids YouTube channel. I don't really know. And it changes. It changes every few months. YouTube changes their their different rules and regulations. So that's right, Janine. People take words the wrong way. I've been saying this for a long time. I tell this to everybody because everybody wants a text message and stuff in the family. What's wrong with a phone call? I could read this and I could think this, I could think this, I could think this, because it's the way that my mood is at the time that I read this, right? Like, you could say, I got to get out of here, right? Well, you could take that many different ways if you read it in a text, like especially if you were like messaging each other. If I read that, I got to get out of here. Oh, well, fine, okay, you don't want to talk anymore. Or it could mean, oh, well, you got to get out of town for a few days and go on vacation. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with a phone call? I call everybody, all my friends, family. I don't mess. Even if you message me, I call you. That's how I am. I don't deal with that. That is true, Tony. That's another reason why I don't like it. Yeah, they're constantly getting. I don't know. Yeah, they have an issue with that. That's for sure. They need to figure that out. I'm surprised they haven't. Like, they just need, like, have your password where it's 140 characters long or something. Then people won't even care anymore. They just say forget it. Patricia says, I love when you show us the meals you get. We're going to be showing a lot of meals here in the next couple days. Jessica says, sure. Sure what? My light just went weird. Whoops. There we go. Nice soft color. Boy, we need better internet, guys. Our internet's terrible. But it's the best we can get. Unfortunately. Eileen says, hope I can keep up. I hear you. Sandy says, we haven't been in a long time, so I couldn't remember. I must have missed something. Sorry. To Disney World? Sheila says, your Instagram is awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, there's some funny pictures on there. Wendy says, how about some thumbs up for Danno? All right. Yes. Thank you very much. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. It really does help, guys. It really does. I mean, some videos, because you'll notice, like, in a Walmart video I did, I don't know, it was about a week ago, I had mentioned to hit the like button, and I noticed a significant amount of more likes. So I'm trying to say it more and more if I remember. I'm not going to keep, like, adding it in there all the time. Sometimes I do if it fits. But then, like, a week later, like, we're getting thousands more views on that Walmart video as those likes keep going up. So something was working there. And I thank you all for that. Because, yeah, I mean, it has to be. Because I don't know what else it is. Usually my videos do about the same every day. So when a video takes off like that, it's usually after a week or two to see the initial, okay, how many views does this get? Because the more people are clicking, the more the algorithm on YouTube's going to push out the video. So if people are clicking likes all the time, that's going to help initiate the wave of, hey, people are liking this. and the same with Facebook and all the social media. It's the same with Instagram, all of them. The more likes you get, the more comments, the more reactions, the further they're going to push that out. Now, YouTube's probably the best in the world at that, though, because things like Facebook, you notice you'll only see people on Facebook that you normally talk to. I think they said they were going to keep it at 25. I feel like it's less than that. Maybe because I'm not on Facebook as much. But you only see like 20 to 25 people that you follow. Well, if you have 500 friends on it, why am I not seeing everything? Like they personally limit that for different things. Because, they have the Facebook Lives and monetization thing on Facebook too, if you work it out with stars and stuff. But I'll probably never do that. People have asked me to put our live shows on Facebook too. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to mix it all up. I know some people can do that. I know how to do it. Like I could literally go live on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, all of them at the same time. But it's hard enough dealing with one. I can't imagine like dealing with two of them or three of them. Cecilia said Walmart had salt. That's awesome. Ours did not. Ours had one thing of Morton salt. They were completely out of the great value. They had one container of Morton salt. And that was a little over a week ago. After Memorial Day. Becky says, gotta go. Y'all have a safe, happy trip. Thank you very much, Becky. Thank you. Let's see. Eileen says, Danno, you're the perfect person for the job. Thank you, Eileen. Tot says, Facebook, I usually only post pictures of my dog and the food I cook or memes. Pretty much all I do on Facebook. Yeah, I don't really post anything. Like, I'll respond to, like, my family and stuff, but I don't know. Tony says, we deal with that, Danno, LOL. I hear you. Eileen says, I like to talk directly to the person. Yes, I like phone calls. Danno, you're still the best. Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome. 112 says, my sister drives me nuts. The only way to communicate with her is by text or Facebook Messenger. She won't respond to anything else. I know. I know exactly what you're talking about. I don't like it. It's like people, and I don't know. It's just the way things have gone, I guess. I know people like that too. They'll text message you forever. They'll send you like 5 or 6 messages. You send a message and then they text like another 5 or 6 messages, and then I call, right? Because I'm tired of text messaging. And then they don't answer the phone. So I'll call again, right? Maybe they didn't hear me. And then they'll text me like a minute later and say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm watching this movie. Like, can't you hit pause? I don't know. Marge Bowling says, here late, have a safe trip to Florida. Thank you very much, Marge. Yeah, we're about to get off here in the next couple minutes. Wow, I can't believe we've been on forever. 2:45, 3:45. We've been on 2.5 hours? Really? My goodness. Well, this was the extra time that I needed to kill before we get ready for bed. Because we got to get up early. We're going to have an early dinner. Probably try not to eat too much. Boy, I'm going to have my first coffee on the way down there. I'm just hoping that the airport has like something open after we get through security, because probably going to be a little hungry. Might try and make like I don't know. We're going to figure it out though. One way or another. Sandy says, sorry, the water bottles being able to be taken in. Or, sorry, the water bottles. Oh. To Disney. Whitney says, I always like future Danno popping into your videos. He's a crazy guy. Eileen says, that looks great. Thank you. Candy Hall says, hey, Danno, always a pleasure. Thank you, Candy. Patricia never learned to text, so nobody bugs me. So, that's great. That's awesome. I envy you. Tommy says, I remember a time before cell phones, the best of times, life. Oh, yeah. Yeah, remember way before cell phones. Does that mean I'm old? Sure does. I remember when cell phone, remember the Nokias when they first came out? I was probably like 10 years old, 11. Nah, probably older than that. I remember when Atari was the main video game system. That was a long time ago. Whitney says, been taking me through to the end of my shift. Been been taking me through to the end of my shift in 15 minutes. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Stephanie Norris says, I can't hear very well, so I prefer text messages. I'm also an early riser and don't want to yak on the phone in the evenings when I have family time and winding down from the day. Oh, no, that's good reasons. Absolutely. Yeah. So I would just wait for you to call me back. No, I hear you. Yeah, especially if you're hard of hearing. Yeah, absolutely. But your family and friends probably know that, right? So it's like if I had a family member who's hard of hearing and that prefer text messages, well then yeah, I wouldn't bother me. When, it's your brother or something that is just avoiding you at all cost, that's what bothers me. Palestina? Oh, yeah, Palestina. Did you change your profile name? Or has it always been that? Palestina says, hello, Danno. Hello to you. I thought you had a different name. I recognize you because of your profile picture there. Phyllis Craft says, I joked the chat. I don't know what that means. Phyllis? Patricia says, thanks for the visit, Danno, Jess, and friends. Oh, you know it, Patricia, and thank you again for the super chat. We really appreciate that. And Otter Pride, if you're still on, we thank you for the super chat and everything. Again, follow us on Instagram. I will be posting the tomato plant here in the next few minutes so that everybody can see what it is. Don't know if I'm going to do a community post on it, but if not, I will. If you don't have Instagram, I'll put it out maybe in the video on Sunday or something when we get back. I might throw a future Danno tomato plant. I don't want to do a community post in between different videos because I already have those backed up and I don't want to like doing the live shows one thing, but if I had too much, I don't want to take too much away from tomorrow's video because there's a certain line of the way you can do things. And yes, I could do a community post, but I don't want it to affect, like I said, everything for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sam's Club though. And we go over a lot of different shelf-stable items that you all have been asking me to check out. Didn't go over any of the meat or any of that. Focused on mostly canned goods and different things that you can stock up on. Some prices that I believe are going to be skyrocketing here. Take that for what you will. They might, they may not. I really don't know. But we see trends. Usually when we see a sale on something, right, we know what happens. It's coming back. It's going to come back at a higher price. And I see Sam's Club going this direction. The cool thing, well, not the cool thing, but the one thing I will say is usually when this happens at Costco, or usually when this happens at Sam's Club, it'll happen at Costco too. So if you shop at one or the other, you're pretty much going to know the price of which one it will be and vice versa. And yeah, I guess that's not really a good thing, but if it's going to be on sale at Costco like 1 week, usually in the next ad at Sam's Club, that same thing will be on sale. And we go over that just a little bit, but hey, Victoria, how are you? Yeah, oh, okay, you've been... Okay. Yeah, because we're about to get off here, but thank you for joining. I had to get the grass cut and do the pool chemicals. Yes. Glad you got your pool open. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're leaving at about 2:30 in the morning. Banana says that future Danno is something else. He is. He's crazy. He travels in time. Thank you, Eileen. Yeah, I know. I knew as we got later on in here, more people would join it. I wish I could stay on, guys, but got to get rolling. Ronnie says, show me a Florida sunrise. I don't know if I'll be up that early. We're going to be doing some late night stuff, so they are nice, though, Ronnie. They really are. We usually catch the sunset on the Gulf side, but we're not going to be going to the ocean this time. John Glad says, Pong. Yeah, that was a good one. I like the tank game, right? The little square tanks that had the little edge of the tank, and then you would just shoot the little, whatever that was, the little dot on the screen to try and hit the other tank. Oh, Eileen says, yep, I'm old, 64. That ain't old. Banana was born in 1957 in a covered wagon. All right. Bet that was a good story from your mom and dad. Or are you joking? I mean, that's really cool if it's true. That's awesome. Amanda says, hey, Danno and Jess, have a safe trip. Thank you very much, Amanda. Thank you. Robert says, what about the tomato plant on the deck? How is it doing? It's great. As a matter of fact, if you want to, we started back up our Instagram. If you'd like to check it out, it's at Adventures with Danno on Instagram. As soon as I get off the live here, I'm going to go out there and take a photo, and I will be uploading that here probably in the next 5 minutes. It's doing great. It's huge. It is ridiculously big for what it is. It's crazy. I'll put a few pictures on there. We've already got tomatoes growing. I can't believe it. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Yes, Palestina. Am I saying that right, Palestina? Melissa says, I prefer text because I don't want to talk about myself, but I will remember. Patricia says, I've never been on Instagram. It's just another, it's an app, social media app. It's like Facebook. You can actually get to it from Facebook. Robert says, cool. Eileen, Danno, love how smart you are. Oh, no. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like I'm a complete moron, but I am good with numbers. If I'm good at anything. Wendy, Danno, $9.99 Kroger coupon up to 5 times for snow crab cluster starts tomorrow at my fries in Arizona. Nice. Sweet. That's a good deal. I'll be eating Mickey ice cream bars. Eileen says, good night, Danno. We love you. Thank you, Eileen. We love you too. Castle says, have a great trip. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Got to get rolling here. Drummer Boy, thank you very much. Thank you. Palathina says, have a safe trip, and thanks for your hard work. You're very welcome. Absolutely. Phyllis says, enjoyed the chat. Thank you, Phyllis. Ronnie is laughing. Sheila says, square dot. Yes, that's it. The tank game. Yeah. Oh, Marge is not old at 80. Come on, guys. That ain't old. Tots Adventures. Hey, Tots. Danno and Jess, have a safe flight and enjoy your vacation. I'll pray your flight goes smoothly. Thank you very much, Tots. Appreciate that. We just finished watching Manifest last night, too. Which anybody that watches Manifest, it all deals with like the Flight 828 airplane thing. So I'm sure that did help with Jess. But we finished it. It actually ended really well. If you haven't seen Manifest, it's a great show. It's now on Netflix. It kind of went on and on and on for a while, but I thought the ending was well done. I'm glad you were able to join too, Eva. Thank you. Thank you for joining. We will. Thank you. I got you, Banana. Oh, Patricia says, hi, Margie. My mom is 97. Patricia says, YouTube is on almost 24/7. Same here. If not working, watching. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. PA Lady, hello. Yes. Yep. Thank you, Janine. Thank you, John. Thank you, Eileen. PT2, Tony, you guys have a great week as well. Yes, we are excited to do some other videos for you guys. We're excited to take you with us to show you some of the things we do down there that is just awesome. We love it. Hopefully you guys will love it too. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to post a picture of the tomato plant on Instagram. I'll probably, I don't know, if I do a community post on it, I'll probably post it tomorrow sometime in the middle of the day. Okay, so if you don't have Instagram, but I'll have to break it up some on the YouTube thing here. So if you don't have Instagram, I'll put it up in a community post tomorrow, probably like mid-afternoon after we're already at the hotel and all that stuff. And I'll post it then. So if you don't have Instagram, you can check it out on there. I don't know, Tots. Maybe. All right, guys. Well, I got to get rolling. It is time for bed. Not yet. We're going to eat first, but that's why I got up really early, because I knew I'd be tired enough to where I'd be able to get some sleep. But guys, have a great week. Enjoy the videos that we have lined up. Sam's Club tomorrow. CVS for some weird reason. Walgreens for some weird reason. I wanted to do those back to back because I was like, okay, CVS was so bad. Let's go to Walgreens, and because you know people compare Walgreens. Yeah, Jess will do it. She's probably in there doing it right now, Todd. To compare CVS and Walgreens, because they're kind of the same store, but I feel like Walgreens is like walking into a discount store compared to CVS. Maybe it was just CVS I was at. I don't know. And then we do that virtual tour of Kroger on Saturday. And don't forget to let me know down in the comments if you guys enjoy that. And if you would like for me to do that again with some other stores from around the country. Because I think that would be fun to do some new things, do some new videos on some new stores. Guys, thank you so much. We are off to Florida. You all have a great week. Always remember, the adventure is out there. And thank you all for being part of the adventure. Have a great week, guys.